It's time to vlog again. Let's see if I can put together a bit of a coherent vlog this week, because the last 2 weeks have been terrible, let me tell you. It's Monday afternoon. I've done all the things and the boys are doing their things, and I have a chance, maybe for another half an hour, to finish The Western Wind. Well, not finish it, I'm not going to finish it in time. I've probably got 130 pages or so to go. It's compelling, it's interesting, it's great writing. It's very religion focused, and I'm not a religious person, so if that's all I knew about this book, I wouldn't have picked it up. But Samantha Harvey's writing is so, it just cuts through the heaviness of it all, because we're in the 1400s. I mean, religion is the focus for everybody, and there's talks of confessions and, deans coming through and searching people's houses and taking whatever they want, just all of this stuff, and it blows my mind. But it's not heavy with all of those facts. It's just informative, and it's great. Really nice writing. So yeah, I've got the fire on. Where can you see that one? I've got the fire on. I'm curled up on my little couch with my new lamp. Ooh. And yeah, I'm going to just read for a little bit and enjoy the quiet before it all kicks off with noisy boys. It's nice to talk to you in a vlog again. I'll let you know when I finish this little fella. Bloody cold. It's cold. I don't know what it's like at that, but even in my house it's cold. I think it's 4 degrees right now. So I'm in the kitchen. Good morning. It's been one of those mornings where I've had a frown on my face since the moment I woke up, which is not fun. I'm putting on dinner. Can you see that? Mexican pull-apart pork. It sounds delish. And then I have to make lunch boxes. Then I'm going to school to do library stuff. Then I have a meeting at 12. Then I'm, coming home and then dealing with children. Not a lovely reading day by the fire, which I would like on a cold morning. But last night I was up, as I do, because I'm fire warden in our house and have to stoke our fire. And I read a lot of The Western Wind, so I've probably got maybe 40 pages to go. So, hopefully I can slip that in somewhere today and finish it off. But, duty calls. This is where I spend my Tuesdays, in the school library. You should have seen what it was like before. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. But it's a lot of work. No reading time here. We got a new shed today. It's that second one, the shinier one. The highlight of our day. Just got home. Yep, just got home. It's that list that I showed you that I talked to you about this morning. That's what I enjoyed today. So now I've got to do the afternoon shift. My plans were to finish In Appropriation today as well as The Western Wind, but it's not happened. Oh, you should smell my Mexican pork. Oh, fogged you up. I have to make some wraps. Have to do all the things. Anyway, I'm going to light the fire, sort the washing out, get dinner ready, and then I'm reading the last few pages of The Western Wind. started doing this pattern thing with my habit tracker. Isn't it cool? You can see all the gaps. Especially this one, which is the gym. Oops, one time. My reading's the only one that stays consistent, that and blessing my house. But yeah, isn't it a cool pattern? I really like it. Trying to sort out my life, basically. Really wanting to read this, but there's still unfinished things on this list I have to get through. I thought I'd include a little cooking demo in this vlog. This is my go-to wrap recipe. I guess it's tortillas. I don't know what people call them. I'll show you what we do with them later, but you know, like the bread that you wrap up meat and like a kebab, the bread. I used to buy those, you know, flour tortillas, and I try and find from scratch recipes as much as I can because I enjoy cooking, and yeah, I'm really conscious of what my kids consume. So yeah, this is my go-to tortilla recipe. So I've never done this before. I'm feeling a little nervous. This is self-raising flour, and you need 2 cups of it. But I'm going to do 4 cups so that I have extra, so that I can send the kids to school tomorrow with some wraps. So hang on. Oh, now I have to count. Shh, no talking while I'm counting. Okay, so for every 2 cups of flour, you need 3/4 of a cup of milk. And then in that 3/4 of a cup of milk, you put 1 tablespoon of oil. Any oil, doesn't matter. Again, I'm just going to quickly do double. Shh, no talking. I got to count. Oh, God. I lost count. I think that's right. And just stir that around a bit. Ideally, it's great to heat the milk, but I've got no time. And then you just put it in and then stir it around. Let's go. Oh. I've totally stuffed up the quantities. Obviously, I can't do this. Right, there'll be no cooking shows on my horizon. I need more flour. That is so hilarious. Anyway, let's try some more flour. Do as I say, not as I do. That's what I should call my cooking show. I must have put in extra milk. Oh, dear me. So yeah, you just knead the dough. So it becomes a little ball onto its own. And you just knead it until it springs back on you. You know how much that is. It takes a little bit of muscle power, but you get there in the end. And then this dough rests for 20 minutes. And then you roll it into the little balls that, you know, the size of the tortillas that you want to make. And rest it for another 20. And then roll them out and cook them. But I'll show you that process. Though I worry that I'm going to stuff it up like I just did that mix and then we won't have any dinner. Again, I can't multitask. I don't know if the cooking segment is going to be a part of future vlogs. Considering I just stuffed up a recipe I have made at least 100 times. Anyway. Oh, that's nuts. Okay, let's come together now so we let it rest for 20 minutes. Okay. Part 2 of cooking tortillas in Natalie's lime green kitchen. This has been resting for 20 minutes. So you just need to pinch little balls off and roll them up and put them back in there to rest. That's all. The longer that it gets to rest, the easier it is to roll the tortillas out without them springing back. You know how annoying that is. But yeah. Step 2. There you go. I've got to concentrate. I can't talk to you anymore. Okay, I've recruited myself a little helper. This is them. Oh, we need some flour. So, really, you don't need... Step 3 is... Oh, I need to show you how to cook them. Right. Roll them out. Hey, Foofadoof.
Hi.
And then I just get a big fry pan. You don't need any oil. You just put it on the stove, make it really hot, and it puffs up. Anyway, I'll show you when it's cooking. So, these are our wraps. Aren't they lovely? And they go with all this stuff. So there's pulled pork and avocado and cheese and like a salsa mix thing and all of our condiments and sauces. That's our dinner. Anyway, if you do decide to follow Natalie's misadventures in the lime green kitchen, then good luck to you. But it's well worth having a go. Okay, we're going to eat dinner now.
Bye.
Yes, please. What are these?
Is mind-blowing. These sky-high boxes of...
That was Lego Masters, this Lego building competition that we're watching on TV. It's very, very fun. It's fun to watch it together too. So now it's late and I'm going to try and finish this off. My husband is reading Paddy the Hobbit. Sometimes I just lie here and listen to the story, but tonight I need to finish this. I can't wait to wrap up my thoughts on this one. To tell you the truth, right now I'm kind of in a bit of confusion. I don't really know what's happening. I'm waiting for something big to hit, but I'm wondering if there is something big. Anyway, we'll see. I'll have a read. I'll talk to you when I'm finished. Again, that's how I'm going to end my today's vlog chat. I'll talk to you when I'm finished this book. Good morning. It's like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I come to you cold and trying to stay quiet so my family will keep sleeping. I don't know why I'm waking up at this time in the morning, but I am. But it gives me a chance to read quietly, and I finally finished The Western Wind by Samantha Harvey. This is a good book. Samantha Harvey's writing. I'm glad I discovered it because I really enjoyed it. This is set in some kind of dysfunctional little parish village in England in the late 1400s, and the sense of place I felt was intense, which proved the writing to be great. This is a mystery, so it opens with a body being found, and then you work backwards 4 days to find out what happened. There's a twist, so that's always fun. To be honest, I don't think this format works well for me because I have a shit memory. So when pieces kind of started falling into place, I was trying to remember what happened at the start, on the day that the body was found, and trying to kind of put the jigsaw puzzle together. So while for everybody else, this might work really well, for me, I kept forgetting what had happened. So that bummed me out a bit, but that's just my own issue. And it wasn't about Samantha Harvey's writing being confusing at all. This is told from the point of view of the priest, John Rave, and I don't know whether we're meant to like him, but he made me angry. The book's really based around the confessionals, so the confessing of sins, and so what the dean, the higher up guy, and the priest decide to do is give everybody a 40-day pardon if they confess. And so these parishioners come in with such faith that they can confess all their sins and it won't be told, and that their priest will back them up, which I guess he does in a way, but the priest then just tells his dean exactly what was said in the hope to discover who killed this man, if that's indeed what happened. I found that and the twist made kind of a mockery out of the faith that the parishioners had in their priest and in their religion. And these people towed the line, they worked hard, they suffered, and they were told if they just believe everything would be okay. But really, the people who should have been protecting them were kind of working against them, and it has dire consequences.
So all of that stuff made me really snarky in a way, and as I was reading through, I was getting more and more annoyed with this narrator that he wasn't being more of a decent person. Anyway, I liked it. If the format had have been different and my brain could have worked it out, this may well have been 5 stars, but I'm going to give it 4 stars. It's a good read. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's not historically accurate by any sense. I think the language used and some things like the confessional booth and things like that, which I had to look up because I was thinking, anyway, there's all these little things in there that made me Google to see whether it was historically accurate, and it turns out it's not entirely, but it doesn't take away from the story. It was just my own curiosity. I don't think that it needed to be historically accurate. It's well written, really well written. I need to read more Samantha Harvey for sure. And it's a good story. It evokes emotion, let me tell you. Anyway, there's my 3 a.m. wrap up of a good book. I surely didn't do it justice. Okie dokie. I'm kind of sleepy, but my brain won't switch off, so I'm going to pick up another book and sit by my fire. Even though I've run out of wood and it's just going to get really cold. Bugger, I didn't bring enough in. Oh, the joys of winter, hey? Okay, I'll talk to you when I've got something else going on. Perhaps when I've woken up a bit, that might be a good time to talk to you again. I'll see.
Doris, you'd be proud. It's 4 a.m. I'm watching BookTube. I need chips to do that. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is, really. Might need to go to the gym tomorrow. Well, hello. I'm up and about, but it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I've had one of those days where I stayed in my dressing gown for the entire day because I needed it. So I'm off to collect one child from school. I need to buy myself a new vacuum cleaner because I have a shit vacuum cleaner right now. There you go. And I need to do groceries. And I decided to not to do them while my children were at school. And I know I'm going to regret that decision very much. Anyway, it's done now, and yeah, all of that stuff needs to happen, so wish me luck. I've read a small amount of Inappropriation, which is a shame because it's a really great book, but it just my head wasn't in the reading game today, that's all. Stuff going on. Okay, I will talk to you another time. Probably tonight. I was meant to film another BookTube video today too. Oh, it's just been one of those days. Right, do you know how much vacuum cleaners cost? It costs a lot of money. I was going in for this little cordless thing, and then the lady showed me this sand test, and I couldn't dispute the science, really. Could be fit, so we had to get the big vacuum cleaner.
We had to get the giant blue one.
Yeah.
Dark blue one.
Yep, the dark blue one. So now we're going to put it together. There it is, in all its glory. The $1 million vacuum cleaner.
And here's the bag.
I'm going to vacuum the house now. No groceries got done, by the way. We got a vacuum cleaner and we came home. So I don't know what's for dinner tonight. But anyway, the floors will be lovely and clean. With my carpets right now, and I keep walking around with bare feet, proves that I'm turning into my mother. So there you go. Fire's on. The boys are eating out for dinner. I'm in a much better headspace than I was when I spoke to you earlier. I probably just needed today by myself to work through hormonal crap that we all get. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading now. I wanted to finish this today. I've got so much more to go, but I love it. I really love it. So I'm gonna do this, and the boys are gonna go off and do their thing, and it's, yeah, I've had a really wonderful day of just being able to hang out with myself, which really is needed a lot of the time for me. I don't know, I've never done one of those am I an introvert or an extrovert test. I always assumed I was an extrovert, but I really need time to recharge. Could you be both? I don't know. Hi, it's now, you know, a bit later on. I don't even know what the time is. On Thursday. I've been using my vacuum cleaner all morning. I vacuumed mattresses and like sofas, and I've been going nuts. But my husband just went out for a meeting, so I'm going to take that time when nobody's here to talk to me to read. I'm still plugging away. And there's no reason why, it's just my mood. This is really fun to read, and really it's the perfect book for me to be able to read right now when I'm a bit there. So yeah, it's great. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna lie down on this sofa and read until he comes back, hopefully. Hopefully I can maintain focus and not get distracted by my vacuum cleaner. Right, I'm in the car. I'm showered. I didn't wash my hair, but I showered. And I ran with the tiny ounce of motivation I had and just hopped in the car and started and drove out of my driveway. I have, 2.5 hours before I have to collect the kids, so I'm super early, but I thought I'd go book shopping, because capitalism has brainwashed me and taught me when I feel shitty, then I need to buy things. Excellent. I'm just a pawn. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I have to do the groceries. That has to be done. I have an extra child this afternoon, and my husband got called away to a meeting, and but that's okay. Being a woman is hard. Should we talk about that? Should we talk about every month the energy getting sapped from your body, like just for a week at a time, like just so hard. So 1 week out of every month, you just, like, it's a slog, man. I'm so lucky I don't have to work. I mean, really, I could still be curled up in bed, but being a woman is hard. Hormones and cycle changes are full on. Don't let anybody tell you that this is an easy ride. Ovaries make it hard. Anyway, I've got to try and pull myself out of self-pity, so I'm going to go and buy books. I hope I can find some gems, because otherwise I'll just fall into even more of a sad hole. Oh, I'm a mess. I'm just going to drive and get there. I'll talk to you later. Forgot to mention why I was going book shopping. It wasn't just to cure my bad mood, which it has done, kind of, out of the house, fresh air. Anyway, I just posted a video about my Aussie Books Bingo Challenge, and I needed an author with the same initials as me, and I couldn't think of any, and I said, gosh, I hope there's not a really famous one that I can't think of, and of course there was, and thank you to the lovely people in the comments that reminded me of Nancy Cato. So Nancy Cato, I thought I'll go and find one of her books, and I've already read All the Rivers Run. So these are kind of, historical family saga, romance kind of books. They're good stories. Well, let's hope this one is anyway. All the Rivers Run is a good story. So, yay, I can fulfill that prompt. And yay, thanks to people with the sane brain able to help me out with that prompt. But I didn't just buy that book. I bought 38 books. But the man only charged me $30, so winning. I like him. It's nearly 8:30. I'm going to call it a day. I've read a little bit more than Appropriation. I certainly didn't finish it today, but I'm past the halfway mark. First half always goes a lot slower than the second for me, so I'm going to nod off to sleep with this book. And I'll speak to you tomorrow when I'm more alive, more excited, more interesting. This vlog to me just seems like it's going to be so incredibly boring. Might need to go skydiving or do something outrageous tomorrow to make it worth viewing. Anyway, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Good night. Oh, it's cold today. Good morning. It's Friday morning. Feeling a little happier today. That retail therapy must have worked. The kids are at school. We've just had one of those mornings. And I'm just about to wave goodbye to my husband who's going away with his horses for the weekend. And then I'm going to curl into bed. I'm not staying out here. It's really cold. It's a beautiful day though. So I'm just going to wave goodbye to my husband and I'll let you know where I'm at with Inappropriation. I'm nearly done. He's not happy. Unhappy he's being left behind. Can you see me? This is my least favourite job. Backing the truck up to the camper. Ah, just come back. Might just swing it a little bit this way. Nah. That's great. Just come straight back. Okay, stop. Is my camper leaving without me? No. Safe trip horses. Well, wrong driver. You say you squirt, man. To go either. Squirtle, come here, Bob. You're here with me. Crazy puppy. Hi. I don't like my camper leaving without me. I like to be going on camping trips, but my children have a very busy social life apparently and would not interrupt that social calendar for what Mum and Dad want to do. So Danny gets to go away for a fun weekend camping and horse riding and I get to chauffeur my kids around. Good deal? No, to be fair, it was just a spur of the moment horse event decision and the kids had already organised stuff, so that's the way it is. There'll be plenty more horse and camping trips. The upside is, oh, that wind. The upside is I have the house to myself. Hooray! So I'm going to read. I'll just grab my book and show you where I'm up to. This book is funny. It's really funny. I'm laughing a lot. I got a bit of reading done this morning, so I only have that little bit left to go. So that's about 100 pages. So I'm going to get this finished today. And that'll be good. Oh, it's just been go, go, go. I need some of that blue cheese. That's what I need. Blue cheese and reading. So I'll chat to you when I'm finished this hilarious book. Oh, okay.
Her? They both did. They both loved it so much.
drowning in washing to fold again. We just got home from footy training and school pickup and all that sort of stuff. It's bloody cold, let me tell you. But I'm just starting the fire. We're having cheese toasties for dinner, and I'm going to finally read that book. Finish it off for you guys. I need to promise that it'll be done tonight. It's gonna happen. So I'm just checking in to let you know that I'm going to fail my little challenge of finishing this book tonight. I am so close to the end. But I just keep putting off to sleep. And the storyline about Ziggy going to her formal and planning to get some payback, which sounds a lot sadder than it is. It's just not keeping me completely enthralled enough to keep my eyes open. So I'm going to snuggle down into my bed. I have it all to myself. I'll like it for one night and then I'll want my husband home. But I'm going to sleep diagonal and I'll see you in the morning. It's like 2 in the morning. It's cold and my fire went out, so I woke up. So I'm running on about 3 hours sleep right now, but I have to sit up and wait for my fire coals to get gorgeous and glowing again so that my house will warm up and then I can safely sleep and know that my children are warm. So, let's see whether I can get this finished. Well, I've achieved a lot in the last hour. I got the fire going again. It's slowly warming up the house. And I finished Inappropriation by Lexi Freeman. And I just need to take a big, deep breath after this book. It was a lot of words. This was funny. It was a funny read. I mean, I don't do teenage angst high school stories. This is the story of Ziggy during her 10th year at school. It's not my thing at all. Normally, I would never have picked this up. So this is longlisted for the Miles Franklin Award, which is why I'm reading it. So it just follows Ziggy in 1 year of her life. And during that year, she just struggles with identity constantly and it's kind of a commentary on, well, I thought it was a commentary on teenagers just being faced with so many options. She was transhuman for a while there, and she strapped a GoPro to her head as some sort of signifier of that. It was really bizarre, but she just kind of moved through all of these labels to try and work out exactly who she was as a person. And in the end, it's quite interesting. She has this mother who does these constellations and femininity workshops and all of this sort of new age things. And Ziggy despises it, but in the end kind of plays out the role that her mother does in her workshops amongst a group of her peers. It's quite interesting. Anyway, it was funny because of, you know, snarky remarks about, you know, teenagers these days, I guess. But it was just too much. It was too much. There were too many. It was like talking to those people in high school that, you know, the conspiracy theorists and the people that used all of the big labels and words for who they are now and what they're doing now. You know, like just people with all of those convictions about how life should be. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't a bad book. I certainly enjoyed reading it because it was funny, because I was laughing at the characters and laughing with them. But it was just too much for me to handle. And
you know, I say too much and I'm trying to quantify what that was, but there were too many labels, there were too many words, there were too much identity, there's too much focus on the identity stuff. Yeah, I just found it was like championing of the misfits against the popular kids and the rich kids, and it was pretty funny chat about, you know, social climbers and social status in Sydney's eastern suburbs. I just, you know, it was fine. It made me laugh when I needed to laugh. So, I mean, I'm just babbling now because it's 2 a.m, but it's a 3-star book for me. I'm interested as to why it's on the Miles Franklin long list. I mean, it's certainly a champion for what teenagers are faced with these days, and, you know, having to identify themselves. So, yeah, that was interesting to read, I suppose. It's not something I'm faced with every day, so I don't know. Thank goodness, not yet anyway. But I think it's just, some things were just taken a bit too far, that's all. Anyway, it's done now. Thanks for sticking with me through this crazy book and my crazy week of up and down moods. I'm going to leave you in this vlog now because I think we've all had enough of Natalie's scowl. And I'm going to come to you in a happier time. Anyway, I think I just need to go back to sleep now. Don't know. That's what I need to do. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out for the week.